Happy Monday, mi gente. ¿Cómo están? Hopefully you're all doing well. Happy belated Mama's Day to all the mamas out there. I apologize. I did not even get on here to give you guys an update on Sunday. What? It's already Monday, and I haven't given you an update on Sunday. Well, I'm going to give you a quick recap because today I actually ended up taking a personal day. I woke up, I'm just going to fast forward. I woke up this morning in complete anxiety, like a panic. And it was only because suddenly, like when my eyes opened, I realized tomorrow's 5/11. Meaning, Tuesday is going to be 5/11. What does that mean? 5/11 is the day that my car needs to be registered by. Sure, I've been getting emails about this probably since January. And for some reason, I thought that I would have taken care of it by now, and I fully intended to, but you know how that goes, right? I procrastinated, and I didn't do it. So I thought of that and was like, oh, I need to go register my car. Okay, well, I wanted to go in person, so hence that's where I'm coming from now. Apparently, I didn't have an appointment for DMV, and therefore I could not do it. But they said, hey, you can do it online. Dirt. Should have thought of that a long time ago. Anyway, point of the matter is, it's done. I was able to take care of it from the luxury and comfort of my car. Gotta love the pandemic for some things. Anyway, so I did get to take care of that. The other thing I needed to do was my taxes. Now, they were done in April. I had them done. I needed to actually go to my accountant and sign off. Why he doesn't have an electronic signature on file is beyond me. But that is also what I had to do. And that is taken care of. Thankfully. Wow. That's all I have to say. Those are the two things that were of such priority. And I knew I had to go sign for my taxes because that's all that had to happen. I just needed to sign so that they could send it and pay, of course. But yeah, so I went and actually I was trying to tell you that all last week I was trying to get to the accountant, which is in the county that I work in, no less. Not far from my office, certainly closer than from my home, but it is what it is. I made the time, beelined out there, did what I had to do, and now I have the rest of the day. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. I did not go to the gym this morning because I got in really late last night. And when I woke up, I kind of was like, rest. You know, it is what it is. You need to rest. I hadn't been sleeping well over the weekend, as you guys know, because I was not in my own bed. And Kona was the priority. So, how did things go? Are you wondering? How did things go? Did I share with you? I did. I think I shared with you yesterday or the last video what the Japarican Hibachi Steakhouse was going to look like. And all I can tell you is that I did really well. I stuck to what I said I was going to order, which was chicken, meat, veggies. I did ask for the white rice. I did have the green onion soup. I probably shouldn't have. Well, I know I shouldn't have. None of it, actually. I wish we went to a different restaurant, but I can't unchange that now. So, having done the best that I could do, given the menu that it was offered to me and where we were. Now, when I placed my order, I did ask that the meat just be cooked on the grill top and the veggies as well. But I don't know. They obviously didn't hear me. And at that point, I was just like, whatever, Eileen, just eat it. Because everybody else's meal was done. And what was I going to do? Wait? I mean, sure, I probably should have, but I did not advocate for that. So I went with it. Now, what bothered me was that this place, I'm sitting at a red light, but this place not only uses whatever cheap oils to cook with, but they also, they come to the table with a slab, like a huge chunk of butter, margarine, something. Gross. But they actually put that on everything as well. So they cook with this cheap oil. Then they add slabs of butter, like it's necessary. And then, of course, the stir-fry piece with the soy sauce and all the juices, whatever makes it so super tasty and sodium-rich. Oh, I tried so hard. So I was satisfied with what I had, and I started initially just by having the white rice, like half of the serving, and ultimately ended eating the entire thing. But it was the only thing that didn't have salt in it. Because even the salad dressing, I'm sure it's a ginger something dressing, I'm sure that had salt in it too. It is what it is, right? But I can say, and I'm proud of this, I didn't have any alcoholic beverages. I guzzled the crap out of water. I just was double fisting waters. And that was cool. And when dessert came around, because they offer you either sherbet or ice cream, I said no. Period. No, thank you, actually, is what I said. And of course my family was like, well, you should have gotten it for me. I would have had it. No, it's fine. They all had ice cream. So I'm sitting at a table with 4 other people watching them eat their ice cream. I even took a little video because I was like, is this really real? Am I the one that's passing up on ice cream? And yeah, I was. And that was awesome. So I went home and I felt really proud and satisfied. Or I went back to Kona. I wasn't home. I was really proud, really satisfied with what I had eaten, and kind of got a little picky later on. A little peckish. So, what did I end up having? I ended up having a granola bar. And I was a little bit upset with the choice I made because, as you know, I did bring my own veggies and things that I could have snacked on, but I chose the granola bar. Now, I don't know if that had anything to do with perhaps the white rice or the sodium or anything else. I'm not sure why I chose that. Part of me wants to feel bad about it, and the other part of me is like, why would I feel bad about it? You made such a better choice than last week. Like, overall, you did great, Eileen. Maybe it's not perfect, and you were striving for that, but hey, whatevs. Okay. And, what else? Oh, Sunday, Mother's Day. I don't know. I'm not really sure why, but I offered to see my mom. It wasn't raining like she thought it was going to be, so I reached out, offered to go to her. Could have totally made us a beautiful lunch with, I have some chicken that has been marinating in like garlic and seasonings, and delicious. I mean, it would have been so good, so clean. I brought my air fryer, as you know, to Brooklyn. And I could have brought it to my mom's, could have used it, made that with some Brussels sprouts and some zucchini and carrots. Like, we could have had a stellar meal. I even still had salad greens that we could have had. But she didn't want me to come over. And I thought that was kind of weird. I don't know why she didn't want me to come over. I'm trying still to not personalize it, but the way the day unraveled for me, I think had a lot to do with the fact that I felt a little rejected. And maybe I should have gone anyway and not listened to her, but I didn't. I wanted to honor her wish, which was, don't worry about it. We're going to get together. We'll have a mother-daughter date. And I was like, okay, but it just didn't sit right with me. And like, I didn't get to give her my gifts because... Not that it's about giving gifts, and she doesn't really care about that. My mother's like the most selfless person in the world, and you ask her what she wants, she'll tell you she doesn't need anything, she doesn't want anything, but just little somethings. I didn't like go all out, but still, I didn't get to give her presents. It was just weird, and I didn't feel good about it. And I was also kind of like sitting in that apartment and upset, just because I felt like I was trapped. The weekend before, I'd been, and I don't know if this is the Sag in me, because I am like this wandering spirit. Like, truly, I'm this, not wandering, I don't want to sound like I'm some sort of a gypsy, but I don't like to be entrapped. I don't like to be enclosed. I like to be free. I like to be able to have options to get up and go. I mean, the pandemic was hell for me because, my gosh, I didn't want to sit in the house all day. Like, I drove. When I tell you, I put miles on my car during the pandemic, so opposite of a lot of people, because I needed to be out there. I didn't necessarily have to be socializing and be with other people, but I needed to get out of the damn house. I needed to sit in my car. Some days I was working from my car just to give my working from home a different feel. Like, it was wild. So I drove quite a bit. And this past weekend, because of the rain and me not having access to, like, washer, dryer, things that I would have at home, I didn't go run in the rain, you know, like, I felt very much confined, and I didn't want to go to the gym because there's a lot more people in Brooklyn, and I don't know, are people taking the same precautions that they do at my gym? Probably. Who the hell knows? People probably don't really take all that great precautions anyway, let's be real. I don't know. I always pride my gym on taking such great measures at, you know, keeping us safe, but at the end of the day, like, it's not across the board. Not everybody does the same thing, and I'm comfortable in my home gym, and I just wasn't comfortable going to the gym, and I was in such a mindset, like, negative mindset, this rut that I couldn't shake, and it was terrible. And then I gave in, guys. I gave in after really, I want to say 7, right? Because I started Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 6 solid days of reset. And I'm going to count Saturday because even though it wasn't perfect according to reset standards, like, so markedly improved from recent weeks. And I was on the right path. And now, I totally sabotaged it, guys. Like, I got on the scale Sunday morning and it said 164 point something. I want to say 64.7 or 64.9. And I was just like, ugh! Because I know it was the sodium above everything else. I mean, my calorie consumption for the week was a fraction of what it was from last week, you know? And even in knowing that it was just a mind F, that it was just the sodium that was screwing me up and reflective on the scale, I sabotaged my own progress. And I went and I got pizza. And I'll justify it by saying that when in Brooklyn, you go to L&B Spumoni Gardens, you know? Even if it's not the same owners anymore. They have maintained the recipe and the ingredients and the integrity of their product, and that pizza is banging, and you can only get square or round. You can get a half sheet, a full sheet, or a pie, or slices. That's it. And when I say a pie, I'm referring to the round because half and full sheets are for the square. And the squares are like your traditional Sicilian, but they are so good. And I was like, I could have Thai or I could have pizza. Those are two of the things that I miss. I don't want to say most, because what I miss most about Brooklyn is Kona. But some of the things that I miss are the pizza and the Thai food. So I figured that when Rob gets back from Florida, like, and now that there's indoor dining again, like, we'll probably go and have Thai food. And it was just his birthday, May 4th, so I might offer to take him for dinner, even though he'll pay, because he's just a gentleman like that. But, yeah, so I didn't have Thai food, and pizza was closer, and I had it. I also had some mozzarella sticks. I had ice cream. Fuck, I had ice cream, guys. I did full fat freaking ice cream. But it was portioned, and I didn't have 15 pints, so again, progress. I didn't feel strong closing on Sunday at all. In fact, I went to bed feeling ill. I did it to myself. Can I tell you, though, that on Monday morning, I weighed 165.3. Barely a gain. Barely. So I was like, heck yeah, when I got on that scale today. I was still under what I started last Monday at, which was 165.5. And I know it's only 0.2, but I was still under. So, whew, because if I would have stayed the freaking course, I would have definitely been way under. You guys know it. I was already down 5 come Friday. 5.5 this past Friday. So, it works if you work it. I self-sabotaged myself on Sunday and validated the fact that I know that I really can't stay in Brooklyn for an extended period of time. It just isn't good for my psyche. But I had the best time with Kona. And it was just, of course, easier to have him at his house than to bring him home to my house, where there are 2 small dogs that are yippy yappy and have a little bit of Napoleon complex. And unfortunately, Kona is not really welcome to stay like that for an extended period like that. So it makes it difficult. Another reason why I need to get my ass out of there and into my own space so that I can resume having him half-time like we had always done, you know? But anyway, I'm definitely happy that the scale was a little bit lower than when I started last Monday. I am confident that this week is going to yield a different result, mostly because I know that no matter what I do today in terms of my food choices, which I'm not going to reset completely, I'm going to allow myself to eat whatever meal I choose. Going to the gym, because it's being that I took a personal day, I can go to the gym earlier, and then maybe Jimmy will want to barbecue with me. I don't know. I still have that chicken that I could have made for my mom's yesterday, so we can always have that tonight for dinner if time allows for him. I mean, I still have to eat something regardless, so that would be awesome, and we'll see where it goes. It is back, shoulders, bicep day, and I'm about to get my butt home and change so I can get out in the trails and do my hike real quick. But that's it for now, guys. Oh no, it's not, because I was telling you that it's absolutely going to yield better results this week, because starting tonight I'm going to be doing a fast 72 hours. Well, it could be longer if I decide not to break Thursday night, because Thursday night, 9 p.m. would bring me to 72 hours. I intend on starting this fast at 9 p.m. tonight and go till Thursday at 9 p.m. to make it a 72. If I choose to extend it into Friday, then I'll break with breakfast, which will be my shake with my berries and my protein powder. But if I do decide to break at 9 p.m. for that 72, I'm still going to break it the same way with a shake. So, not going to go crazy with anything. This is how I know I'm going to have much better results this week. Plus, this weekend, I'm on my own, and I'm going to have the freedoms to do whatever I choose to do. And this Saturday, there's going to be another Spartan workout tour coming up in New City, New York, which is over an hour away from me, for sure. Probably closer to 90 minutes, but still doable. I think I only pay 1 toll, maybe 2, to get there. It was $10 for the workout, big deal. And it's at a UFC gym, so different than the one that was on Long Island, which was an actual obstacle gym, obstacle course gym. So that's going to be really cool. I'm also going to be pretty close to Bear Mountain, which is in Rockland County. So I may, because I got the Empire Pass, which anybody who's not from New York, ultimately you buy the Empire Pass. It's like $80 for the year. Depending on what time of year you buy it, you can get some really good discounts towards the fee. But $80 for the year, and it gets you into almost all state parks for free. You don't have to pay for parking. And one reason that it's to my advantage is that I live very close to a state park that has a beach. It is the ocean. So that's no brainer there. I easily spend $80 in the summer just on parking alone for the beach. So it's going to be great. And with these races coming up and being able to then access different mountains and either hike or try to trail run, it's worth it. You know, I'm going to get much more elevation once I leave Long Island, and that's what I need to do. So that is my plan, to put that Empire Pass to use potentially on Saturday if the weather's permitting. So, you know, and I don't have any other plans. I might also stop in Brooklyn on the way back because Rob will be home, and I can, of course, go check on Kona as well. I spend a lot of time with my bear. You guys don't ever see him or hear about him much, but I really do. It's one of the things that's so nice about having this amicable friendship with Rob, and that he has always said, I will never keep him from you. And he never has, you know? So it's pretty rad. It's just been difficult that living where I am, he can't really stay with me. And the only times he really has stayed with me is if I knew they were traveling and we're not going to be home, or the dogs weren't there, you know? So, and unfortunately, the pandemic has not allowed for much of that either. So, looking forward to just getting in some snuggle time with my bear. But also looking forward to this weekend and just having the freedoms to do whatever the heck I want. So that's going to be great. And I know Saturday's going to be awesome. So just stay tuned, guys, because the updates that are going to be coming are not going to be super plentiful. There's not going to be a whole lot to share. If I'm fasting, you're going to find out what I weighed. And I'll definitely share tomorrow what the start of the fast, how much I weighed, and how the first, day went, because by the time I get to record tomorrow, it'll probably be after work and after 24 hours is through. And doing this with Sarah because she is, she's also fasting. Not because she needs me to do it with her, because, she can do it herself, but we're supporting each other on this fast. And it's going to be epic, because Lord knows our mindset has been in eating mode, never mind fasting mode. We want to feast. And it's all good. We're going to get through this, because badasses we are, and we can fast our little butts off. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that, my friends. I'm just not terribly far from home. I'm on more of the local streets now. So I'm going to put this phone away, get home, change, get ready to rumble in the trails. Sending you light and love as always. I hope your week starts off really strong, and I'm really pushing that it ends even stronger. So until tomorrow, have a great one. See you later.